Hello teachers, today we are going to go over how to use Kami to fill out your RFEP forms. So you should already have the Kami extension installed by the district office. Most likely it is not pinned, which means that you'll need to click on the puzzle piece, find the Kami extension. Once you've found it, if it's not pinned, it will look like a pin with no color in it. If it is pinned, it will be colored in blue. Simply click on the pin in order to pin the extension. Once you've done that, you will click on the Kami extension. In order to fill out your RFEP forms, you're going to click on Open from Google Drive. You'll select your account. And once you're in, you're going to look for the folder that Lisa has shared with you. You might want to type it in. Once you've found the folder, you can begin by selecting any of the documents inside of it. You will have one for each student. The document will then be turned into a Kami doc. In this case, because I selected the file from the Google Drive, the document will be altered right within Google Drive. If I were to upload a document from my computer, it would go into the Kami Uploads folder, or if I were to assign a document with Google Classroom using Kami, it would go into my Kami Assignments folder. I'm now going to go over how to fill out your RFEP form using Kami. You'll notice that the information about the student is already put into the form. The first section that you're going to fill out is the teacher documentation. You're going to want to make sure that text box is selected. And to begin filling out the information, you will just click right at the beginning of the box. Once you click, you can begin to type. You will put the scores in for fall, winter, and spring. Make sure that you put in the comments section scores determined from FastBridge results. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over how to gather the scores from FastBridge. First, you'll want to start by going into your FastBridge. You'll go into reporting, scroll down to your screening to intervention form, select reading, click generate report, scroll down to your students. Instead of Lexile, change it to either Fountas and Pinnell or DRA, depending on which assessment your school is using. I'm going to go ahead and click on Fountas and Pinnell, and as you can see, I have the correlating Fountas and Pinnell scores. Once I'm done with that, I will come back into my form. If this student has an IEP, I'm going to go ahead and put my text box cursor under attached and click the X button to mark it. You can also move this around to make sure that it's in the middle. Then I'm going to add an X to whatever document I plan on attaching, which in this case would be the IEP Goal Progress Report. Next, I'm going to add comments. In order to add comments that take up multiple lines, I recommend that you start at the C for your text box and then click Tab until you get to the line. I can now begin writing my comments. As I add my comments, you'll notice that the box is a little bit too long, so I'm going to go ahead and just stretch it so that it's the right size. And I can keep adding my comments and you'll see that it perfectly fits along the lines. I will now answer the next question. Either yes, the student is ready to be reclassified, or no, the student is not ready to be reclassified. Whichever answer I'm going to put, I will place an X in it. If you choose no, then you will need to, as above, begin at the R, tab over until you get to the line, and then begin adding your comments. Once I'm done, I will go to the next section. For this question, they want you to circle either yes or no. So you will need to come to the drawing section and circle either yes or no. Once you're done, go back to your text box, click at the beginning of the intervention plan section, and insert your intervention plan. Lastly, you will add your teacher name and the date. And for the teacher signature, you'll go back to drawing, grab your pen, and of course it's going to be a little bit difficult with your mouse, but just do the best you can. Once you are ready to add any additional files or attachments, you're going to come up to the 3 lines, the menu, and you're going to choose Split and Merge Document. It's going to process the document, preparing it for split merge. Then you will click Continue to Split Merge. Any files that you will want to merge together, you will choose by clicking on the Google Drive. You will need to give access to your Google Drive by clicking Allow. Once you've done that, you will select the PDF that you want to add or Google Doc file. I'm going to just choose a random PDF, but you would of course choose the student writing or evidence that you're going to be attaching. Click Select. Now I'm going to repeat that process in order to add a Google Doc instead of a PDF. You'll notice that the process is the same. And I'm going to click Next. Now you'll see that all of the files are connected into one document. If I want to delete certain pages, I can click on the Delete Page button, and that will remove a page. By doing this, you can see that I now have one document that has all of the information in it, including the student's RFEP form and any evidence that I have chosen to attach. You can attach as many documents as you want. Once you're done with the document, you will click Export. You will want to save the file to the Google Drive. You will select the folder that you want to save it to. You will want to find Lisa's original RFEP folder. You will find the completed folder, click Select. You'll see now that it's ready to save it in Google Drive in the completed folder. Click Continue. And now the file has successfully been saved to the drive. If I go into my Drive folder and into the completed folder, you will see that that document is now there, and it contains my RFEP form as well as any files that I have attached as evidence for the student. When you're ready to begin working on the next document, simply click Open File, select your Google Drive, again, open your RFEP folder, and select the document for the next student that you need to fill out. You will need to click OK, and the new document will come up on the screen. You will repeat the same process as before for filling out the new document. And that's it. If you need any additional help, don't be afraid to reach out to either of your TOSAs who can assist you in filling out your RFEP forms either during office hours or by booking an appointment that works for you.